Welcome everyone back to another round review for my AFLW fantasy team. This week, round 8, I think. Yeah, round 8. It was a decent week for us, considering we didn't have Bowers. As you guys can see, we scored a 1272 for a round number of 298, which is not bad. Yeah, considering how my trades panned out and not having Bowers, she went 141 again as expected. Not having that captain option as well, so I'm not mad about the score, but I'm just mad that I don't have Bowers. Otherwise, I'd probably be in the top 100 right now. So yeah, our overall rank right now is 161. Probably consequence of not having Bowers. I just realised I haven't reversed my trades. I'll do that. I just need to get it up on my computer. So okay. So reverse. All right. So this is the team we took into last round. We had some very good scores: Randall, Schleicher, Garnett, Marinoff, Garner, Mackay. They all did really well. Gilroy was okay, still not performing to the level I brought her in for, which is quite upsetting, but yeah, Hatchard was under par, but it seems like most people have her, so I'm not really too fussed about that, and she's been scoring pretty well last few weeks, so I'll forgive her for that. I'll get to Press Parks in a second, but sorry guys. All right. So yeah, Boag, she did really well as well. 57. Very happy with that rookie score. Smith, quite underwhelming. I think she'll be on my chopping block now. She's made up all her cash and looking like her scoring has dried up. Garner, exceptional. Mackay, consistent as per usual. McCarthy, still underwhelming ever since I traded her in. She's just been scoring mid-60s and it's been very disappointing, but at least she's not completely spiting it up, I guess. Roberts and Ewing's decent. Yeah, 60 is a good result for holding Ewings, I think. And Cash Gen is looking as dead as it was last week. So Sergeant Wilson got dropped, which is quite surprising because the person they brought in, they literally only touched the ball like once. So yeah, hopefully she comes back in this week and then I can cash her out next week. Cox, Richardson, yep, good bench scores. Yeah, I wish I got Low though. She did really well in the forward line as a basement rookie, but Cox was still a decent option. Yeah, so yeah, that was my team for the week. But Presparkis, oh my god, I was 20k off Bowers, which is the reason why I went with Maddie, and she does this to me. 58. Oh my, I can't believe it. Like, if she just scored like how I expected her, just a ton, like how she'd been going the past 3 weeks, I'd be so much better placed. Oh, especially since I was also considering Anderson from Brisbane and she scored like 112, so oh, that really hurts. Oh, yeah, she got tagged by Kennedy, which is why I didn't suspect that a tag would influence her this much. Yeah, if I predicted the tag, then I would have gone Anderson, but yeah, that's really tough. She got 22 touches as well, so like she didn't have a bad game. She got 6 coaches votes, but she just didn't mark or tackle anyone, so her score was terrible. But oh yeah, she also just kept handballing. So frustrating. Yeah, I ended up turning off the game like halfway through the second quarter, I think, because I just couldn't bear to watch. So yeah, if I don't get a hat this year, I'm blaming it on Prasparkas. Um, yeah, so that's my team just gone. I'll look at my trades now. So Randall, obviously, she's out for 3 to 5 weeks with an ankle injury, so she's out for the season. So she's a must trade. And in terms of people I want to bring in, I think my plan is going to be to just field Richardson. I'll bring in, as you guys probably saw before, I'll bring in Everest as cash gen on the bench. So I can free up some money in order to invest into the midfield, because I think the midfield is definitely the place to invest money into, um, especially with Bowers dominating. But she does have Sydney this week, which means she might get tagged, or she should get tagged by Kennedy. But Bowers is a tackling machine, so I'm not sure if a tag would actually affect her that much. So yeah, yeah, I'm not sure about that. Other mid options I'm looking at Georgie Prasparkas. I should have brought her in instead of Madison. Oh, it's so frustrating. And then Anderson as well, obviously. Yeah, she would have been a great starting pick, but I think most people missed her. So yeah, I think it'll be down to these three midfielders. I still need to decide which one I want to get. Because I need to do some differential picks this week in order to climb the ranks. But I also think that my team stacks up pretty well against the top teams. So if I get Bowers, I think that's just bring that even, like owning Bowers even, and then the rest of my team I think should help me increase rank. That's the way I'm thinking right now. But if Bowers wasn't getting tagged, she'd be a lock for me. But it seems like she's gonna get tagged, so I just need to decide if I think the tag will really affect her that much. So yeah, I'll probably look at Georgie and Anderson's matchups. I should do that right now. I'll just look at the matchups. So Geelong have Adelaide this week, and then they have Sydney last week. So I think McDonald would get tagged against Sydney. So Prasparkas should be good there. And then against Adelaide, I think Adelaide are not that much of a bad matchup, considering Bowers went 160 against them. So, yeah, I think so. Prasparkas is a good option. I'll check Brisbane's matchups. They have Hawthorn this week, and then they have Freo the week after. Hawthorn this week, and then Collingwood the week after. So, a very easy matchup, and then a medium matchup after that. So, yeah, that's something I'll have to think about. So yeah, the other trade I was going to do was actually I think it was Sergeant Wilson out, just to get him some cash. I'll get her down to a basement rookie, so I'll just use a placeholder right now. Wait, Grace Hill, yeah. I was gonna use Grace Hill. So, yep. And then Tamara Smith, she needs to go out. For now, I'll just put in. Who do I put in for now? I think right now I'm leaning more towards Prasparkas, but I also want Anderson. She's like ultra point of difference. So yeah, I'll put in Prasparkas for now. But things can change definitely in that spot. I think it's just. Is it dumb overlooking Bowers? I think. even with the tag. I'm not sure, but yeah, this is what my team will look like going into next week. Uh, Obviously, the spot to be determined, but the rest of the team. So, oh yeah, wait. I need to put Richardson on for Everest, so I'll do that. Yeah. So I'm happy fielding a rookie if it means I can field another primo mid. Considering cash generation is so bare right now, have to get creative with team structure. I think my forward line will remain like this for the rest of the season. I'm pretty happy with Roberts and Ewings. I think Ewings was just unlucky the past few weeks because she got injured last week. So otherwise she would have probably scored 80 plus. But yeah, she got injured, so had a knock. Yeah, she only probably played around like 60% game time, 70%. So yeah, well she was if Prasparkas fails to perform again this week, then I might have to look at sidewaysing her to another primo mid. Let me just look at her matchup as well. I think Port Adelaide, they have St Kilda, who are easy, and then the Bombers, who are also easy. So I think Boag should be decent on field for the rest of the season. Obviously, if a different mid shows up and scores well as a rookie, then I'll get her in. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this setup. Garnett, she's so inconsistent. Like, she only scores well against teams that don't have good key defensive stocks. I think she has Richmond this week, who are pretty good in that area. Yeah, she has Richmond, so I'm expecting another 40. So I might have to jump off her actually. But that's something I'll consider later. So yeah. Yeah, so Garnett might have to go as well, but I don't think she's the biggest issue right now, so that's why she stays in. Look at some other trade options. So if I was to trade Garnett, I think I'd go straight to Peterson if I can afford it. I think a few weeks ago I was talking to you guys about how much I rated Peterson, but I ended up going Garnett instead of her, which was a bad decision. Yeah, she's been so good. So, yeah, she's definitely an option. Charlotte Thomas has also been good, but it seems like she only scores well in losses when the defense is under siege. So, you'll have to check her matchups. Have a look at the rest of these. Just some mid options. I'm not. There aren't really many options that we can go with. Brazil. She's been doing well, so I think you can rely on her to score decently. She doesn't have much of a ceiling, but decent every week. So that's an option for a mid-pricer. At this point, though, I think just going down to a rookie like Richardson is the way to go to focus on your midfield, because that's where all the points are coming from this season. So yeah, Daisy Walker is actually looking pretty good as well, so consider her. Burke is a watch with her rock roll. If McKinnon or Nalda come back next week or this week for the Saints, then don't consider her. But if they don't, she's a good option for cheap in the defense line. Sorry. Yeah, I think, yeah, it's either one of them or a basement rookie or Richardson. I think for the defense, I already went through the mids. At this point, you'll just be going for the premiums. If you really can't reach one, then Vesely has been doing well for the Saints. I think she's pretty reliable to go 60 plus, 70 plus every week. So if you need a mid-pricer, you can go with her. I think that's about it there. Yeah. We'll move to the rocks. Obviously, I say this every week. Moody is the leading ruckman in the comp. So if you want a premium ruckman, or ruck, then go for her. I think Edmonds is a pretty big trap because she was against Burke this week, who isn't a ruckman. She's a key defender playing ruck. So that's why she scored so well. Next week she has Moody, so definitely don't. Oh wait, no. Next week she has LeKay, who isn't that bad. So I want to be bringing her in because then after that she has Moody. So I think in the rucks, if you don't have a playing ruck, then just go for the loophole. Get someone on your bench. Because there really isn't much choice in the ruck line. And there isn't much value there either. So in the forward line, Harris, good option. She's been performing really well the last few weeks. So I think many will jump on her. She's definitely a good option if you need a premium forward. Hanks is also good, as per usual. I think Too Good is a trap. Wakefield is a trap. All one-off games, I think. Let's keep looking. I think, yeah. I don't think many people will be investing in their forward line at this point. Yeah, so the emphasis is just on the midfield. So you'll probably want someone, if you're gonna get someone in the forward line, probably look cheap. So just look here. Who's this? Poga? She seems like a good option. Scored 50, averaging 42 right now. So looks like a good forward rookie you can rely on to get some cash generation going. I don't think there's really anyone else. Yeah, it's pretty bare. Yeah. Yeah, so those are probably the main trade targets. Obviously, I've emphasized this that focus on the mids to finish off the season. That's where all your points are going to come from. Even if it means sacrificing a little bit of scoring on another line, it's definitely valuable to invest in the midfield. So, on that note, good luck with your trades. Last 2 rounds. Hopefully, we can climb some rank together. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week.